Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of KestrelCraft. We are here somewhere you haven't seen before. Today, I am planning on doing some more work on my base to get the general framework and floor of the base done. So I've come up with a couple plans for it. But here is a wither skeleton farm that Kestrel and I have worked together on, since Kestrel did a lot of the work on and gave me the location for it. I am the deal we made. So I will collect the skulls. He will turn them into instars. Not instars. Yeah, they're now called instars. He will turn them into end stars, and I will then either use them for my own beacons, which means that he just did free work for me, or sell them to other people, in which case he gets a third of the profit. So I kind of carpeted and slabbed this area off some, and I've also done some carpeting up here. So I've gathered 2 skulls just while working on this by doing work. So I think it is time for me to just go do a giant time lapse of using this farm, and it does not appear to have anything in it. So I'm just gonna do a giant time lapse of flying away from the farm, flying back, killing everything in it, flying away from the farm, flying back, over and 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 over again, until we have a lot of skulls. Alright, I'm back. That was about 30 minutes and we got 4 more skulls. So I'm gonna have to drop these 6 off, hand these 6 over to Kestrel at some point, let him convert them over to stars as he said he would. But we also got a bunch of bones and coal. At some point we're gonna have to do some AFKing at our sheep farm, or around our sheep farm, to get a bunch more wool to finish up carpeting this place down, so that way we have complete rates where there's no mobs spawning anywhere else. But that will have to wait for another episode. So now it's time to head on over to our base and get to work on construction. Alright, so I've stopped by this basalt deltas. I don't know Nether names. I stopped by this basalt delta to pick up some, probably a lot, like a couple stacks of basalt, and maybe even a couple stacks of blackstone if there's any easily accessible blackstone around. So that's what I'm doing. I'll be back once I get back to the base. So I was flying around trying to find my way back to where my base is, which I think it's a couple hundred blocks in that direction. And I ran across this thing right here. Yep, Kestrel does not do a good job cleaning up after himself. But what I will do, though, is most definitely an inferior way of mining ancient debris. I will just take a peek around, not seeing any ancient debris left behind. Alright, I am going to probably take a screenshot of where this is. So that way if I ever want to come back, pick up some of the quartz or something for my shop, I can do that. Alright, I have gotten a lot of work done. As you can see, when I turn around and come in render distance, got a little bit of a base going. I ran out of basalt, so there's no more work I could do on the upper layer of the base. But what I want to do is I want to get some warped helium right along this thing, not touching the basalt, on top of the nether warp blocks, all along here, that then kind of curves up, kind of like natural land up around on the top, and I'll have little rooms underneath running around with stuff. And then I'm either considering two options. One would be like little tentacles reaching up and spreading across the entire nether, and number two would be skyscrapers. If you have any thoughts about which one I should do, let me know down in the comments section. I'll look down there and see what y'all are suggesting. So I guess now it's time to get some warped helium and start placing it in. Alright, so as you can see, it is looking quite good. We went ahead and built up the base that you saw in the last clip. We've added in some warped helium up at the top, and I still need to figure out whether I want to do tentacles or buildings sticking out from it, let me know down in the comment section at the bottom of this video. But that is what it is looking like. I personally think it looks really good. That one lava flow, we just left a hole in the bottom to let it flow right through for now. Eventually we'll have to go clear it up from the top. But again, I think it's looking good. I really like how the little base holds it together and is just holding up this little Nelium hill. Again, only half of it got done, but it's looking good so far from where it has been. So mobs are starting to spawn on it some, so that is a bit of a problem, but not much. Obviously could be dealt with very, very easily. It is looking pretty good, in my opinion. This is what it looks like on top. I'm gonna add, as well as the tentacles or buildings, whichever one we choose to do on the top, I'm gonna add like little crimson stuff and warped stuff just here and there to spice it up a bit. Alright, so sometime we are going to have to do a lot more work on this, finish up this half of it, get an interior downstairs set up, which personally I'm really excited about, and we also at some point need to set up a nether shop where we're going to be selling quartz, netherrack, nether brick, anything else we can get our hands on in the nether that we get a bit too much of and we are willing to sell. I've really enjoyed putting this video together and getting all of this work done. We're getting a lot closer to having a good, nice nether base complete. But anyways, that is all I have time for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click that like button. It means a lot to me. If you want to see more, click that subscribe button. But anyways, this is Moonlight. Good night.